swing, swing, not today, swing, swing. Hi, Mama.
Hey everybody, Sabrina here. This is my 18-week pregnancy with baby number 6 vlog update. My pregnancy has been going very well. I have to say I have very little to no symptoms besides I am finally feeling the baby move. So that's exciting. For the longest time, I have to say, if I didn't know I was pregnant and if this wasn't so extremely obvious already, I would think it was just gas, honestly, because the movements for all of my babies have been very subtle and just small until about 30 weeks, and then I really get to know the baby is moving. But yeah, right now it's been small movements, but because I have been pregnant before and I can kind of gauge where my uterus is, I can sort of feel that, oh, that's the baby, not gas. So yeah, it's nice to finally have that. I had another prenatal appointment, which was nice. Got to hear the heartbeat. Baby's heartbeat was at 140 this time. Prior to this, it was 165, I think, which has been very normal for all of my pregnancies. My baby's heartbeat has been around that range for all of them. My appointment, actually, we scheduled now the ultrasound. So here in Canada, we only really get one ultrasound unless there are problems or they are unsure about something, then we will get more ultrasounds scheduled depending upon what it is. So we get an ultrasound around 20 weeks. So my ultrasound is scheduled for just before Good Friday, which I'm a little disappointed in because they will not tell you or let you know the baby's gender or actually anything about what the ultrasound says at the technician's office. It all gets sent to your doctor. You have to make an appointment with your doctor, and then you get information from your doctor. So I will not be able to do a gender reveal at Easter like I wanted, because even though the technician will know the gender, nobody else will, and my doctor is taking the following week off. So I will have to wait till my appointment on the 29th to find out, which is slightly disappointing, but whatever. That's just how it's going to be. But yeah, so 18 weeks, I have started my brewer's diet. Now it's been a couple weeks I've been doing it. I haven't been like gung-ho with it until about a week ago. I started really making sure I was trying to follow and fill all of the requirements for the food. If you want to know about the brewer's diet, you look it up through Google. I found it worked really well helping me with my last pregnancy. I did gain a lot more weight than I would have liked, but in the long run it was worth it, because if you have a really good pregnancy and a really good labor and delivery, for me that's better than gaining less weight and being back to a certain weight and size right away after the baby is born. Because when I gained the least amount of weight, I had the worst pregnancy and labor and delivery. So yeah, there's that. It also could just be me, but yeah. Another thing I have been doing is I have been really working out. So I do a workout video from Beachbody. It's an old video already. I have had it for like 15 years. It's called Turbo Jam. It's got like 3 different workouts on it, and the one that I've been doing has been the Turbo Sculpt, because I find the other workouts, for some reason, I think with all the twisting and stuff, it actually aggravates my diastasis. But the Turbo Sculpt has a lot of squats and lunges, and squats are said to be really good for diastasis because it helps you to engage your entire core and your inner core too. So I have been doing that one a lot. I also started doing a workout that I found, actually a friend of mine, thank you Jen, she found it for me and she sent it to me. It's through Instagram, somebody posted this. It's 4 basic exercises that you do 20 repetitions of each of the 4 exercises, and then you do 3 sets of it. So I've been doing that daily since March 20th. So it's been a couple of weeks now that I've been doing that daily. So I'm very proud of myself because I did measure my gap, and in the measuring process I went from being now 3 fingers wide, I went down to 1 finger, and I went from being the depth where I finally found some tension was about this deep when I started, and now it's at about this deep. So I have halved my diastasis issues in 2 weeks by doing this while being pregnant. I'm very excited about that because baby's growing, uterus is growing, everything's growing, it's displacing, and yeah, so to have that getting stronger, which will be beneficial for labor and delivery as well, because having those muscles being able to work as they're meant to during labor and delivery helps. So I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping to continue doing a lot of these workouts. I'd like to actually combine in some other ones that I've seen. I've been looking up a lot of other different exercises that you can do for diastasis, and a number of them are like wall exercises and ball exercises and such, so I want to start doing a lot more of those. Pelvic tilts are amazing. I am going to be doing more of those as well, hopefully trying to incorporate that into a daily routine as well. It is actually really difficult for me to maintain a daily routine of exercise because there's just so much else going on in this house that it falls to the wayside after a while. Another thing that I'm excited about is by doing these workouts, I have been noticing that things are feeling a little trimmer than they did, so that's good. I don't fit into my clothes as well because everything is growing anyways, so it's very difficult to say at this point how much. I haven't really lost weight. When I went to the doctor's office and I was weighed, which was a week ago now, that I gained 10 pounds overall. So being at that point 17 weeks pregnant and gaining 10 pounds, I wasn't thrilled with that, but it's better than having gained 20 pounds already. So I'm happy about that. I usually tend to gain a pound a week through my pregnancy. So I'm hoping that if I can maintain exercises and eating the healthy parts of the brewer's diet and not so much of the unhealthy stuff, which is very difficult for me at this point because I really, really like things that I probably shouldn't like. If I can do that, I'm hoping to maybe keep it within 30 to 40 pounds this time, because my last pregnancy I gained over 45 pounds, around 45 pounds overall. And since I started this pregnancy a little bit heavier than I would have liked, I'm hoping to keep that down a bit. I don't really want to go too high if I can help it. But again, if I do, and I have a healthier pregnancy for it, and a better delivery for it, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So there's that. As far as baby stuff goes, I haven't really done anything baby stuff because I don't really, we're not there yet. 18 weeks. I usually don't really get gung-ho into all the baby stuff until later, but I'm going to need to update a bunch of our baby stuff that we have because it is not in good shape anymore. For instance, my baby monitor, it's extremely finicky and often it'll just not work. So that isn't going to work very well. I have had times where I've woken up and I've looked over at the baby monitor and it still shows the lights will work, but the sound just all of a sudden the speakers quit. The speakers just decide, oh yeah, we're not going to work now. And then the next time all of a sudden they'll work, so then they'll blast out at me. So I think we might need to spend a little bit of money and get another set of baby monitors. These have worked for us for the last 10 years. It's too bad they don't work as well as the old ones did because my parents had the ones that they got from me when I was a baby and they still work. 35 years later. Things are not made like they used to be. Cravings? Do I have any cravings? I had a weird craving for salt and vinegar chips one day, which is odd because I haven't had any desire for chips in years. I really like lemon water. I love my smoothies. I've been eating them instead of supper, actually, some days, because I just don't want food. So I'm making a smoothie instead. Which reminds me, I probably should make another one because I got a whole bunch of categories of food that I have not filled yet, and it is already 10 p.m. Yeah, I don't really have cravings. I will just crave whatever I see. Go shopping, all of a sudden, like, I'm hungry right now. I want a biscuit. Whatever. Yeah, so there's that. I'm desiring to just get rid of old stuff and buy new, which is really odd for me as well. I usually will use the old thing until it is not able to be used anymore. Nobody else would ever be able to use it after I'm done with it because it is in such bad shape. And I'm at a point right now where I'm like, no, I'm tired of it looking like this. I want new. So there's that. I don't really know if that's a pregnancy thing or if it's more just a I'm tired of living with old stuff thing. I'd like things to look nice. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to know about, please leave me a comment and I will try and answer it maybe in the next video. Maybe I'll just type up the answer depending on what the question is. If you like this video, please click like. And if you want to continue to see more videos as I go through this pregnancy, I'm hoping to do more videos about things like I did with my last one with like the belly band, and a little bit more about diastasis and my journey through it in the future. Hopefully it'll be a journey of healing and not just a journey of this is what happens when you have it, because that's just annoying. But yeah, anyways, thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed week.